You know that scene in Star Wars where they're trying to take out the Death Star? That's not a moon, that's a space station. That's very interesting. That's a different video. We'll have to make that at some point. But this video is, remember that moment where in order to take it down, to take down the Death Star, they have to deactivate the deflector shields. Deactivate the deflector shields. Deflector shields deactivated. And then they can, they can take it out. Remember that? Well, the social media deflector shields, I don't know why, but I've been testing it over the last week or so, just posting all kinds of crazy shit. They're down. They are down. No one's saying nothing. I'm hardly even getting trolled, which is really fucking weird. But I'm not getting shadow banned. I'm not getting blocked. Nothing is happening. I don't know why Meta has all of a sudden changed its policy around this, and I don't give a fuck why. I'm just happy that for this brief moment, or maybe it's a long moment, I don't know, but for this moment, the deflector shields are down, and we have an opportunity to share information, truth, about what's really happening, which previously we were getting censored for, shut down for, blocked for, ridiculed for. Now, wide open. When I did my interview with David Icke a couple of years back, I think it was 2023, it was an amazing interview. Obviously, back then Instagram banned it. They wouldn't let it air. Neither would YouTube. It's on the website. You can still check it out. But it was a great interview. And at the very end of it, I said to David, being a results-driven person, what can we do? What can we do to start to steer the ship of humanity back in the direction of our destiny? Because this is not our destiny, to be completely ruled over by a very small bunch of psychotic, so-called self-proclaimed elites. That's not the destiny of humanity. We have far grander things in store for us, but we're going down this bizarro path and letting these psychopaths mandate us and rule us and convince us that we should be doing things which clearly we should not be doing. So what's the first step? And he said to me, and I love this, he said, we just need to start fearlessly speaking out. That is the first thing. When we speak out fearlessly, we give permission to other people to do the same. It's like it's entrainment theory. It's like when one cuckoo clock, the master cuckoo clock, gets all of the smaller cuckoo clocks chiming in time. You just put them in the same room and they just start working together. Well, that's how it is with truth. If people see you sharing truth, they're going to think, well, maybe I can share truth. And the truth is, this is an information war. And that's how they were winning it previously, because they were blocking everybody, trolling everybody, botting everybody who spoke out against the narrative. For whatever reason, it's not happening right now. So we have an opportunity to gain ground in this information war. It is a war. This is a war on consciousness, where we're being manipulated and mind controlled into believing certain things which have no ground in reality. The way that we win is to educate, to share truth, to show what's happening beyond the mainstream narrative, because that's the programming, that's the conditioning, that's what the yogis call the Mahamaya. And most of the world is stuck in this spell. But now the deflector shields are down, and we have an opportunity to share truth. And we should share truth, because truth is what we are. Consciousness is truth. And when we fearlessly share the truth, regardless of the consequences and the opinions of other people, we anchor ourselves in consciousness. And then from there, we get all of the downloads, all of the directives, all of the information that we need to continue on in the direction of our true destiny. And if enough people are doing that, sharing the truth fearlessly, anchoring themselves to consciousness, that's what steers the ship back in the direction But we all have to do it. So don't be afraid. Don't worry about getting blocked or shadow banned or your account shut down. For whatever reason, I don't fucking know. It's not happening. It's not happening. So be fearless and don't worry about the opinions of others. At some point, everybody is going to get on the same page with truth. So be at the pointy end of the spear. Be that person that your kids and your grandkids can be proud of when this time is spoken of in the future, which it will be spoken of as the time to be alive. This is the best time to be alive ever. This is where the action is at. So what are you going to do? Are you going to sit on the sidelines and twiddle your thumbs and think, oh God, what are the Joneses going to say? Or what's mum and dad going to say? Or what are the boys at the pub going to say? Fuck the boys at the pub. This is bigger than the boys at the pub. Hey, this is bigger than the Joneses. This is humanity's moment. So be a part of it. Don't be fucking afraid. Be a part of it. Figure out what your weaponry is. What aspects of truth resonate with you. What aspects of the agenda of the Mahamaya that you want to be personally responsible for ripping down. And you fucking rip that section down. You rip it down wholeheartedly. And you inspire others to do the same. And you don't have to tell them. You just have to do it. And people will see that. They will learn from your example, your fearless example, anchored in consciousness, saying whatever the fuck you feel like. That's how we start to win this war. That's how we steer the ship back in the direction of truth. So get amongst it. Get off your ass and get amongst it. The deflector shields, they're down.